Hi, I'm Paul Fleming with cruizin2wealth.
And I'm Norm Robinson, and today we're going to talk about Paul.
Huh. Talk about me, huh?
Yep, talking about you. Paul and I are, you say we're kind of opposites, but we like to have fun, but we're kind of complementary in that we have opposite...
Behavioral patterns for sure.
Yeah, we're different. But I'm an external processor.
And I'm an internal processor.
I just blah, blah, hey, here's another idea, here's this. And Paul, Paul just nods a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Paul. And so once in a while I catch Paul being quiet. And I know he's processing. And one day Paul says...
That's not normal for Norm as far as the quiet part. When he's quiet, I know there's something wrong.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to talk here.
Okay.
So Paul one day he's quiet and he just, I see something going on in his brain, and he looks up at me and he says, we're all bankers, just like that. Hey, we're all bankers. And I thought, okay.
Well, let me explain. As people, we're actually financial entities because money comes in through our efforts, money goes out, and usually what ends up happening is that we're not really conscious of where the money goes, and so what ends up happening is that we get dependent on others to watch our money, and that would be like the bank, and so if the bank is watching our money, that we're paying a price for that. So, for instance, we go borrow money from the bank, we pay the bank interest. We're getting charged for, various charges and that sort of thing. So, I was thinking about this, and I realized that everybody banks on something.
Yep.
Because we're all preparing for the future. We're all hoping that we're going to retire someday and we're going to have a nest egg. And so, because of that...
people bank. You said people bank on something. We do real estate investing, so
Right.
we think we might bank on our investments that they'll be around.
Well, we know what happened there.
Real estate. Well, okay, look at that, right? So that may not work, but maybe I start a business,
Right.
a doctor or just any business, and I'm banking on that business, and the economy takes a dive.
Well, or somebody, competitor opens up down the street.
Right, and the economy has a big bearing on that. Like today, that's.
Right.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that. People bank on their job. They work a long time at a company, and the next thing they know, that they no longer have a job.
They would no longer have a job.
They get a pink slip, right?
Right.
Okay. So all these things we bank on, but really what you were saying is that the goal of us is really to fund a bank.
Right.
So
we're banking on other things anyway.
Right.
So what if we actually looked at ourselves as having two businesses? The business that we go out and actually make money with, and a business of actually building our own banking system.
Right. So that's one of our principles that we teach in the cruizin2wealth mindset is how to become your own banker, how to build your own bank so that no matter what you're doing, that money comes in, that goes into your bank, and that bank helps you build lasting wealth.
Exactly, and at the same time, you're able to use that money to do the things you love to do.
Right.
And
ride motorcycles.
And that's another discussion. I'm sure if you followed us, you're hearing a lot about that.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about how you can be a banker, you can actually be the banker, then go on our website and fill out the form and say, tell me more. And we'll get right in contact with you. And until then, you can follow me on Twitter at Funergy. The S is silent. It's Synergy and Fun, which is a lot of fun. Good results.
Right. And yes, this drives me crazy. And you can follow Paul on Twitter at Paul in Focus.
Mr. Focus.
And until then, keep cruising.